Hi, welcome back to Mountain Gym Card Collectibles. Hope you had a great weekend. So, on November 14th, there was a big release for Pokemon Mega Evolution Phantasmal Flames. And, this was really a big deal. I'm honestly surprised I didn't hear more on YouTube about this release. But as you can see, just from a Google Gemini AI overview, it says, the Pokemon trading card game Mega Evolution Phantasmal Flames expansion was released on November 14th, 2025. Pokemon TCG live release was November 13th. And there were even pre-release events at some retailers that began on November 1st, 2025. So, this is a really, big deal. So, if you were fortunate enough to get in on this product, you likely went to Pokemon Center and managed to purchase, whether it be like a display box or maybe a booster or the trainer box, as you can see, if you could have got the display box, which is pretty awesome if you could do it, $161.64. As you can see, all this is sold out, If you could have hit the trainer box, the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box, $59.99. And if you could have hit, a Phantasmal Flames booster bundle with 6 packs, that's going to be $26.94. So it's all sold out for the most part. And then, we can go to eBay and kind of see, what they're flipping this at. So, if you could get in on a low price at Pokemon Center and flip it on eBay, there's a chance for, some profit. So here we see someone selling it for $259.99 for the display box, which in my opinion would be the best box to hit. But back to these display boxes, because I believe that if you could have got one of these display boxes, it would be a fairly easy flip. I mean, you look at this one with 10 watchers, But let's look at the price here. $299.99. Here's one for $289.99. $300. That's 100% profit. But you have to factor in all the fees that eBay cuts out. So the slice of cake isn't that big, unfortunately. But still a nice profit, $319.95, $316.10. So the flippers got in on this product. And hey, that's great for flipping, scalping. But let's face it, Pokemon fans aren't the biggest, supporters of Pokemon scalpers, flippers, whatever. Okay, so now here I am on X, and we can get into some of the opinions on this product to see if people are satisfied with it or not. Got 4 packs of Phantasmal Flames and got absolutely nothing. So hopefully, it does better than that. I mean, you would assume that she would have hit, some illustration cards, because, those commons are worth, pennies, or nickels, whatever you want to throw at it. So that's kind of sad. Dude, no way this works. Phantasmal Flames robbery. No way. Okay. Let's see what he's looking at here. So he's looking at someone apparently selling Phantasmal Flames. 3 sold, 7 available. This is a listing for bots. Do not buy if you are a human. You will get shipped a piece of paper with a picture of the item. No refunds. Okay, so that's not a great description, okay? So there is some scamming going on eBay with this product, apparently. I've embarrassingly fallen for one of these before with the Prismatic SPC. I got my refund after, however, and the seller got banned. I'm low-key sorry to hear that, assuming you aren't one of the bots. Yeah. eBay will always side with the buyer no matter what. This won't work. Even if the seller actually sent them the ETB, they could just say they thought they were buying a toaster and get a refund in 2 seconds. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the eBay refund policy. So, yeah, there's obviously some scammy stuff going on eBay with this product, unfortunately. All right, so here's someone that says, I would like to announce that I am done opening Phantasmal Flames. So let's see what the picture is here. I mean, I don't know. I guess they're not very satisfied with these 4 illustration cards. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. My Phantasmal Flames ETB order got canceled. I don't know why it happened. I've never had problems with Pokemon Center US before. I'm so upset. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough to get in on Pokemon Center stuff. It's like hitting the top site, you know, and trying to purchase stuff. Good luck. My son and I ripped a bunch of Phantasmal Flames, and the first card in a lot of the packs, 30 so far, all have damaged cards with chips. Even the promo. Seems they rushed this out because the card quality is terrible so far. All right, so let's see if we can take a look at that. Oh yeah, there you can see it. Yeah, chipped. Yeah, a lot of it does look chipped. A lot of that looks like it's like old cards, you know. So obviously they're having some QC issues. How Phantasmal Flames release day started and how it ended. And that's a nice Mega Charizard X, man. I mean, I'd be satisfied with that card. So let's see what we have going on here. Everyone seems to be pulling it, or at least that's what social media is telling me. Congrats. Let's effing go. Congrats on this beautiful card. Yeah, I mean, that is a nice card. So I hope the pull rates are easier for this card. All right. So, you know, there is some good news out there. Let's maybe take a closer look at that card. Yeah, Mega Charizard X EX. It's a pretty sweet card. I'd like to have it. Called my LCS to go pick up my Phantasmal Flames pre-order. LCS, sorry we ran out of supply and can't fulfill your order. Another L for the 9 to 5ers. Yeah, that's sad. Let's effing go. Tough break. Hope the next drop goes smoother. Let's support and follow each other. That's a major bummer. Supply issues are hitting hard lately. At least your 9 to 5er skills are better than your LCS navigation. After playing games with Phantasmal Flames, Guardy, this card is broken. WTF. I mean, that's the Mega Deontay EX. Okay. I typically don't play Pokemon at my age. I mean, I collect the cards, but that's definitely for the gamers, you know, and that's good to see, you know. It's not just a bunch of scalpers and flippers, you know, talking about how much they made on this product. This is why I don't buy Pokemon. I only went for the one Phantasmal Flames ETB for the daughter and come home with this. I need help. Yeah. Yep, you got suckered in. But, you know, if you tried flipping that, you could probably flip it. I just don't know how much you're going to make. How it feels knowing that Phantasmal Flames is probably going to bite scalpers in the ass since the set is tiny and people are going to get really sick really fast of trying to pull for a Charizard. The same thing that killed Obsidian Flames. Well, I don't know. I mean, this release went pretty good for the most part. You know, I see that the scalpers are selling them on eBay, you know, making their bank, depending on what they purchased it at, you know, if they got Pokemon Center or not. I don't know. Phantasmal Flames is a dud. If it weren't for like 2 Charizard cards, this thing would be worse than Journey Together. The packaging art is better than the cards. Trash. It does have nice packaging art. I have to give credit there. Maybe I'm happy I didn't roll into this product. If I did, if you know me, I mean, I'd probably try to flip it on eBay or something, you know, just for the fact I just have a lot of bad luck ripping products. Hashtag Phantasmal Flames is one of the worst sets of all time. Major flop. Scalpers will eat it up for the Charizard. And same with the Gengars. Or Jengars, as we've seen with the starter deck too, along with any other big mon. Feeding into the scalping market is really sad to see, yeah. And I just want to kind of put this out there. It almost feels like the set was more for scalpers than it was for the hobbyists. And that's sad, you know. And there's a lot of anger and resentment directed towards the scalpers. And I don't blame them. I mean, you see the prices that, you know, they've lifted the product up to on eBay. I mean, if you had a kid or something that wanted the product, oh, I would not be happy at all. So here's something about, you know, the purchase of Phantasmal Flames. This is kind of an old post from September 3rd. Pokemon Center was expected to turn on their queue, but sadly some buying group has found a way to purchase Phantasmal Flames early. Drop may be delayed now. Hopefully PKC cancels their orders. A lot of people replied to that one. I won't go down just because it's an old post, but we know what's happened. Phantasmal Flames is ass, and I'm never opening this set again. Okay, so there's some people that just are not satisfied with this set, you know. And if that's the case, I feel bad for, you know, a lot of these fans. Here's someone not managed to get a single Phantasmal Flames ETB. Sigh. Yeah, that's a bummer. I mean, that's me, you know. On the 14th, I went to Pokemon Center, and it already said, like, sold out by the time I went there, you know. I was like, yeah. They said the internet was going to be such a great thing. You know, to really have someone vetting their warehouse team at Safe Packaging. Got an ETB of Phantasmal Flames that was perfectly fine on the outside. The inside was damaged, and every card in each booster was scuffed. So, back to the quality control. It's definitely an issue in this product. So, if you're ripping it open, you know, hopefully you're not going to get burned on that. And if QC is such a bad issue with this product, are you a bad guy for being a scalper or for flipping it? Let's be honest here, because if you're just going to rip into the product and it's just a bunch of damaged cards, I mean, who wants to be that guy? Just saying. So this comes from Pokemon TCG Live. Known issues. We are aware of an issue in which attempting to find a match and expanded with select Mega Evolution Phantasmal Flames cards included in the deck will result in an invalid deck error message. Well, that's nice, you know, I mean. So, obviously, the release didn't go without any hitches. There were problems. At Pokemon is getting so sloppy. Phantasmal Flames everywhere is getting their UPC damaged or something. So back to that QC, you know. OMG, Phantasmal Flame just tanked in price so fast. Well, I'm not seeing that on eBay. I'm not seeing that online. You know, maybe it tanked a little bit on the 15th, but I haven't seen it. If anything, it just keeps blowing up. This release wasn't perfect, you know, for Pokemon Phantasmal Flames. I guess what stands out the most for me is the QC issues with this product. When I dig into the comments, you know, the posts on X, are you better off just scalping this product, or do you want to chase down, you know, these kind of rare Charizards, you know? If you're going to chase down the Charizards, I feel like there is a risk of ripping the product open that you may end up with a lot of damaged cards, unfortunately. Now, hopefully that's not the case, and maybe some of the comments that we went over on X are, you know, the minority, but I just have a sense that for one reason, this product does have some QC issues, and I know how the Pokemon fans always like to demonize, you know, the scalpers and the flippers. And maybe they should be demonized, because if they're trying to scalp or flip a product that, you know, has a lot of just bad QC issues, it's clearly not worth, you know, the cash that they're asking for it on eBay or elsewhere, you know. So anyway, how do you feel about this product release? Did you manage to get any Do you think it's one of Pokemon's better products or worse products? Do you feel like the rollout should have been done better? Are you not happy with Pokemon Center and the stuff just flying out the gate, whether it's bots taking all the product or what? Either way, leave some comments. And I always like to thank my viewers and my subscribers, because my subscribers are the reason I keep doing this. And if you're a viewer and if you haven't subscribed, it's 100% free, and it will really help me continue to improve my small channel. So anyway, I hope you have a great day. I'm out of here. Bye.